And a very pleasant good afternoon and welcome back to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Andrew Bleckman, and I am pleased to welcome you to this Friday afternoon performance. We will have 9 more games beginning for you at 4 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offer Win, Play, Show, Quinella, Exacta, and Trifecta wagering. If these terms are new to you, we will explain them throughout the performance. We also have a couple specialty wagering options here in this performance with a lot of interest in some of those. We got that pick 3 wager that begins before the start of game number 4. Correctly pick the winners of games 4 through 6 to cash in on that pick 3. We have the high-paying high 5 jackpot and could be very high-paying today. That carryover is over the $2,000 guarantee, just under $2,450. So nearly $2,500 in the carryover, plus whatever is bet into it here today. We could be looking at maybe over $5,000 in that high 5 pool. If you want to play that wager, that begins before the start of Game 3. Correctly pick the winners of Games 3 through 7. If you get all those winners correct and you are the only ticket with that player combination, you will take home all that is in that high 5 jackpot, but you got to get both all 5 winners there and be the only ticket, or else if neither of those are satisfied, it will carry over again here. A record 3 performances in a row here. Record there for recent time. And a stat we ended the performance with is that once that high 5, 3 seems to be the max here. The last time, I think July 1st was the last time. Well, since July 1st, actually, here we will pull it up for you. 4 times since July 1st, there have been 3 times in a row with no high 5 winner, and then the 4th time all those times have been hit. This here would be the 4th performance, so maybe history on your side there. Good day to play that high 5. We also have the all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot with its $2,000 guarantee. That begins in game number 1. Nearly $2,000 in that guarantee, and should be forced out here very soon at the end of the month. And if you'd like to wager, online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, but of course placing bets is not necessary to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. We do not have any scratches in today's performance. A scratch is, of course, when a player is supposed to play who's out of the program. Unfortunately, we have none of those in this one. And again, we recognize many of you are still sheltering in place, safer at home, or just trying to get by as best you can as we all confront this new normal. And wherever you may be, we hope that you are safe, healthy, and we're just glad to be able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment this afternoon. We now welcome you to sit back and relax, because at 4 p.m., it is time to play Jai-Alai. And as we do before the first game of every performance, we'll start it off with the video that will explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this 9-game performance, and that is Spectacular 7 scoring. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And we're just a few minutes away from game number 1 as you see those entries up on your screen now. We were stuck on that 11-minute post time. Got the entries up, and there we are. Back to 2 minutes. Yeah, just 2 minutes now before we get into game number 1. And see this game 1 on the week here. A couple of guys playing in these game 1s doing particularly well. You got Jedden, 2 wins on the week for him, 2 places, in addition to 1 show. Ben as well here. 1 win for Ben, although playing better than the stats indicate here. Could see Ben get his first win in a game 1 this week here. One of those feature game players filling in here in game 1, so certainly an advantage for him there. And Legend, 3 wins for him on the week. 4 places in 1 show. Certainly the fantasy play of the week thus far, although we got more than half the week to go. 4 more performances. But Legend, 3 wins in 4 places, 1 show, 29 fantasy points for him. So saw a lot of those lineups up near the top with some sort of combination of Ron. Well, you'll see in those feature games, who has 7 wins. And then you got Legend there, who's got 3 wins, 4 places. Also mix in saw some Tennessee up there, some Jedden. So Fantasy Jai-Alai is up. It's active. If you're not playing along with us, it is completely free to sign up. Go to fantasyjai-alai.com. You can join the league, and then it's a weekly contest, so we'll be starting up before the first performance of next week. We're a little late for this week here, but for those playing along, $150 going to the winner. We have surpassed the 150 active player mark, in addition to that Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt. So if there's multiple winners there, that prize will be split. And we guarantee at least $25, although I don't think there's going to be many more ties now that we're back to the 3 singles and 1 doubles. A lot of differentiation in those lineups, and my personal opinion, a lot more fun to see there with those fantasy lineups. And the clock hits 0 minutes. Let's get into game number 1 of this second matinee afternoon performance. And with that, we are ready to begin game number 1. Game 1 will be a spectacular 7 singles match. We're playing it up to 7 points. All those points will double after all matchups in the first round of play. To begin, serving in the red of post 1, we have Tennessee. And receiving the blue post 2, Legend. Tennessee serve begins game number 1. Robote left side. Legend leaping, gets there. Plays it to the corner of the front wall. One-handed grab by Tennessee. Great catch. Robote's out. Missed there by Legend. That scores .1. One first up on the board here in this first game. That'll bring the court white shirt to post 3. We have Fred. Tennessee at the 9 line, keeps it to the middle of the court. That one tipped by Fred, .1. And in a receive now, we have the green shirt of post 4, Juice. High off the front wall for Juice there. Tennessee waits for the rotate, turns it back. Juice missed it there. .1. In now black shirt to post 5, that's Diaz. Robote, 2 wall there. Now Diaz in the middle of the court. 8 line, winds up. That 2 wall. Great effort by Tennessee, flying into the net. Stays up on his feet, actually. 2 wall from Diaz there will score. .5. Diaz serves, yellow shirt to post 6, Lamonte. Serve, missed by Lamonte, .5. Here's the pink shirt to post 7, Jedden. Jen goes deep. Middle of the court there. Diaz turns her bote back inside on a hop, brings it in. 9-line. His forehand stays inside where it'll score. 0.7. And now to receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. Ben. Strong reverse there from Ben. Jedden on the move early there. Stopped at the 5-line. Lays it up off the front wall. There's Ben running along with it. Stops at the 10-line. Forehand back to the inside. Here's Jedden now. 9-line. Hard back inside. Ben with a nice catch. One missed. 0.7. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Returning, here's Post 2 Legend. Sidearm forehand. Sails wide at the court. That's out of play. 0.7. 4 straight points for Jedden. Returning, here's the white shirt of Post 3, Fred. Fred hit the top of the pad, the very top of the pad there. 0.7, giving Jedden here a possible game point with 6 points. Into stop in Post 4, Juice. Juice leaping. That one's going to get by to score for the win. Point and perfect game. Pink shirt of Post 7, Jedden. No playoff here. 1 places and 5 shows. Unofficial order finish for game number 1, 7-1, 5. 7-1 and 5. We'll get the official results in just a moment. And results of that first game are now official. Taking first there, Post 7, Jedden with a perfect game. Coming in second there, Post 1, Tennessee. And again, third there, Post 5, Diaz. 7-1-5 now official there for game 1 as we wait for these prices. Come up on your screen here any moment. $7 7-1-5 was the official result there. $2 Quinella there, 1-7 or 7-1. That's any order. The top 2 finishers going to have the 1 on top so long as the 7 was second. And that price there, $12.40. $2 trifecta, 7-1-5, 116.80. Trifecta is the top 3 finishers in the exact order. And that exacta, similar to the trifecta, though a little easier. Only got to get the top 2 finishers in the exact order. 7-1 off of $2. Nice payout to start it off, $84.60. Coming up next, we have game number 2. Game 2, another spectacular 7 singles match here. We're going back up to 7 points. And all points double after all those matchups there in the first round of play. You see those entries up on your screen. Standard wagering available for this second game. Win, play, show, Quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagers are all available. Still have time to get those wagers in for the pick 3, which starts before game 4. And more importantly, that high 5, which starts before our next game. That is game number 3. And if you joined us here in that first matinee performance of the day, carryover is over 2,400. Plus whatever is bet into it here today. We'll take it over $4,000, maybe even $5,000 in that high 5 jackpot. One of the highest we've seen here in the recent weeks, really. So good day to play that high 5. And you got before the start of game 3 to get those wagers in, and game 2 will be coming your way now in just under 5 minutes. And to get you all up to the start of that second game, so we have any new fans here, we have an explanation video that will explain how the sport of highlight is played.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game...
Under 4 minutes until that second game. And some of these earlier guys on the week here. You got Jedden playing out of post 1. Running that first appearance perfect. That was his third win on the week to go along with 2 places and 1 show for him. So Jedden, started off in those later games, has gone back to these earlier games and playing as he should, winning a good chunk of them these past couple of weeks here. 3 wins for him this week, as we said, 6 wins for him last week. And even won one of those feature games, game 6 in yesterday's performance, so that really shows you how well he's playing. Here, Tennessee on this week. Last week, 8 wins for him. Tennessee still looking for that elusive first one of the week for week 16 here, but he's been all over the board. 3 places and 4 shows, so, always finds a way to fill up the stat sheet. Even when he's not winning, just given the effort he puts out on every point, he seems to place and show just a good majority of the time here. And actually the highest show percentage, one of the highest in the entire roster. Yeah, he is the highest at over 16, just about 16.5%. So there's Tennessee, a reason why he's the fan favorite. Always plays to the final whistle, and that certainly will get you some extra money at the end of the season. You got Diaz here, post 3. Diaz missed about a month and a half. He's been out for a while. Week 15, that was last week, was his first full week back. As we said there, in just about a month and a half. 1 win for him in 5 places. This week here for Diaz, looking for that first win. He's got 1 top 2 finish there. He placed 1 time, so see how he does here with the rest of the week. He's got a lot more performances and games to go. Bueno playing out of post 5. Bueno, number 22 there, second generation highlight player. 4 wins for him, 1 place, 3 shows, 1 quad finish. Bueno, a couple extra appearances here in these earlier games, took advantage of it in that first matinee performance and holds on to 3rd place overall in those championship singles standings. So these earlier games for him, a good advantage. It's in terms of skill compared to a lot of these guys. So over the course of a long season, these games are very important for him to win. Lamonte this week obviously been struggling. He's been struggling here for a couple of weeks. And checking out his totals there. Just 1 show for him. No top 2 finishes. Fred, 2 wins on the week. Fred's been playing. You got to give him credit. He's won 2 games this week. Both of them game 3. Impacted the high 5 severely. So, look, if you can win these games, you still got to play him with some tough competition. You got Bueno, you got Ben, you got Anderluck coming in those game 4s. You got Jedden, so give Fred credit there. 2 wins for him. Juice, struggling. 1 win for him, 1 place, but not a lot of in-the-money finishes there. But 1 win for Juice, not bad either. And then Legend, we talked about having a really strong week. 3 wins for him, in addition to 4 places. So he's been in the top 2 7 times this week. That rivals Ron there, who has 8, and that's the most on the roster. So Legend, see if he can add 1 more here in Game 2. As the clock hits 0 minutes, we are ready to begin. We are ready now to begin game number 2. Game 2, another spectacular 7 singles match. We're going back up to 7 points. All points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. Serving in red at post 1 there, we have last game's winner, Jedden. Blue at post 2, number 37, Tennessee. Jedden serve there, begins game number 2. Robote forehand played at the 9 line, back inside. Runs around Tennessee. He's got it on the left side. Keeps this to the inside. There's Jedden. That went out to the middle of the court. Tennessee on the forehand. Jedden cuts it off. Forehand back to the inside. Tennessee thought about it. Waits for the Robote. Diving to the ground. Makes the save. Jedden on a hop. Bring it in. Good adjustment at the last second. Tennessee plays it. That reverse with a lot of spin. Jedden going to the ground, whipped it to the inside, and that will score. What an effort by Jedden. Gets him the point there, point 1. Great point to open up this second game. And now white shirt to post 3, Diaz. Served by Jedden there, crossing the side wall, just beyond the 10 line. That scored, point 1. 2 straight points for Jedden. Got the green shirt to post 4 now. That's Bueno. Robote forehand, Jedden. That one goes to the outside. Bueno runs under it. Forehand back inside. Stopped at the 12 line. Runner back inside. Here's Bueno. Middle of the court now. Here's Bueno back to the inside. Jedden again, good stop. 10 line. That one tipped. Point 1. Comes a black shirt to post 5, Lamonte. Robote left side by Jedden. That's a 2-1. Lamonte on the move. He gets there. Goes for the carom. Just wide. Point 1. In now, yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Fred. Fred in the top of the pad. Point 1. Here's the pink shirt to post 7. Juice. Jedden backing up, takes it, 8 line. Forehand, goes deep with it. Juice letting it pass. Robote left side. Missed it, point 1. Into receive, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt at post 8. We have Legend. And Jedden there also with 6 points, giving him a possible game point. Gets by Jedden. Scores, 0.8. That will do it for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points to the end of the game. Here's post 2, Tennessee. Robote missed, 0.2. Tennessee on the board now, 2 points. Receive, white shirt to post 3, Diaz. Diaz winds at the Costado. That one goes back inside. Tennessee reaching back. Good catch. Diaz cracks the 2-wall. Tennessee read it. Got there on the outside. 3-wall play. Nothing Diaz can do about that one. That scores. 0.2. 4 points now for Tennessee. Returning, here's Bueno, post 4. Robote, Karam Robote. Bueno just got there before that side netting. Here's Tennessee. Low runner just above the pad, comes out middle of the court. There's Bueno, forehand hard, back to the inside. A quick bounce, brings it in, over the top. Tennessee letting it pass. Had to go back for it, overran it slightly there. Scores for Bueno, 0.4. Returning post 5, Lamonte. Serve missed by Lamonte, 0.4. Bueno now, 4 points. Here's post 6, Fred. Fred high at the front wall. Bueno backing up. He's got it at the 12 line. Over the top, his forehand back inside. Reaching is Fred. Foot on the wall. Great catch. Back inside with it. Bueno cutting it off at the 9 line. Bueno now, middle of the court. His forehand scores. Point 4, giving Bueno here a possible game point. And to stop him, post 7, Juice. Robote hooked. Game will continue here, point 7. Post 1, Jen returns here. He has 6 points. Possible game point. Juice stops. Plays that Robote nicely back inside. Scooped up by Jedden. Keeps it inside. Robote hooked. That is point and game. Red shirt to post 1, Jedden. No playoff here again. 4 places and 2 shows. Unofficial order finish for game 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, and 2. Official results coming up here in just a moment. And results there of Game 2 are now official there. Taking first, post 1. Jedden back-to-back wins for him. Taking second, post 4. That's Bueno coming in third. Post 2, Tennessee, 142, the official order finish for that second game as you see those prices on your screen there. And again, they're Jedden to win. Not sure how much was bet into the win pool, but 980 post one, Jedden, after running a perfect game. Not too bad off of $2. The $2 try there, 142. Turns $48 even. The $2 Quinnell there, 1-4. $14. And the public, all over those prices there with Jedden coming on top, Bueno in second. Certainly two of those favorites. Even Tennessee there, throw them in with the trifecta. Makes sense, $48 on the try. Certainly the lowest we've seen here over these past 2 days. And folks, done there with the first two. Moving on, we've got game number 3, and more importantly, the start of that high five. Game 3, another spectacular 7 singles match. We're going back up to 7 points, and all those points will double after all matchups there in the first round of play. And the news there, that high five carryover of a little over 2,400. If we match what was bet into it here in that first performance of the day, we should be looking at over 4,000. We may even get to 5,000. But you're going to have 8 more minutes to get those last-minute wagers in for the high five. If you would like to play, you're wondering what that is, correctly pick the winners of games 3 through 7. If you get all of those winners correct, and you are the only ticket with that combination, you got to get both to be the only ticket, and you got to get all those numbers right, you can take home that jackpot there all for yourself. That's going to be all for you there. You're the only ticket, and this is your last opportunity to bet that high five. And you see there, 26.51 already in the pool there. Jumped up 28. We could be looking at over 3,000 in that high five pool. Again, there should be looking at just under 2,800 right now. 6 more minutes to get those last-minute wagers. It's just $1 to play any 5-number combination there, and you can bet as many as you like in a good day to certainly test it out. If you're new to it, very high jackpot given out today.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Jai-Alai.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure.
Oven mitts. Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a highlight glove in the other one. That'd be great.
Have you ever played Jai-Alai?
Actually lacrosse, but it's Jai-Alai for white people.
I'm Johnny Nacho, this is Steve-O. This is Jai-Alai.
Jai-Alai is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing. It's more complicated than that. And dangerous. It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. And you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour.
Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone?
It's a dangerous game, amigo.
It's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees.
And the ball is called a pelota.
A lightning ball.
Oh, good God.
And now just under 4 minutes until the start of game number 3. As we said, their last chance to place bets is your last opportunity before the start of this third game for that high five. 2,000 guarantee, of course, there, but looking at well over 2,000 here today. You pick the winners of games 3 through 7. You got to be the only winning ticket. And you get that, as we said there, going to be over $4,000, maybe even $5,000 jackpot. You can bet as many combinations as you want. It is just $1 per combination there. If you're wondering how to bet, watchandwager.com. If you're in Connecticut, mywinners.com. Those are 2 sites you can use. Or there's also, I think, drive-through wagering. Still an option here if you're local in Miami. Come over to Magic City. They've got tellers that'll take your bets and you can drive right up through the valet there. And now just 3 minutes to that third game. Perhaps we have a little statistical history on your side if you're playing the high five today. Since July 1st, we ended the last performance with this stat. Since July 1st, there have been 4 times where there has been no high five winner after 3 performances. So that's where we find ourselves here today. 3 performances in a row, it carried over. Of all 4 of those scenarios, 3 of those times it was hit, the 4th performance, and one of those times, the other time, it was hit 5 out of 5, so there was multiple winners, and then it was hit the next time, that 5th time. So there perhaps history on your side with the high five today if you're playing it. Very rare, not very common. We've seen this on a losing streak. The month of July there, it was pretty hot, going at a ridiculous pace. Continued in through these first couple weeks of August there. But 3 in a row here to start this week. No one has been able to get 5 out of 5 and be the only winner. Haven't had any multiples either. 4 out of 5s, 3 out of 5. So someone could do it there, up over 2,800 in that pool, plus over 2,400 in the carryover. Should be looking at a very significant pool, right around $5,000. We have now just 1 minute till the start of that third game here. And 2 of the 3 performances this week, Fred has taken this third game. Playing out of post 7 here, difficult post. But of course, you never know here with Jai-Alai. Done it 2 times, which has certainly impacted that high five. Maybe a big reason why it is carried over these multiple performances. But Jedden playing particularly well. Tennessee looking for that first win of the week here. So you got a couple of guys should be itching to find that win here in this third game. And with that, we are ready to begin Game 3 and the high five. Good luck to all those bettors out there. Game 3 will be another spectacular 7 singles match. Be playing it up to 7 points. All those points will double after all matchups in the first round of play. Serving in the red at post 1 here, we have Tennessee. Receiving the blue at post 2, Lamonte. Lamonte, backhand. Stop from Tennessee. Goes deep. Tennessee now, middle of the court. For a big bouncer, that's brought down by Lamonte. Comes over the top with that forehand. There's Tennessee at the 9 line. Good catch by Lamonte, left side. There's Tennessee, digs out the rebote. High bouncer. Brought in by Lamonte. Comes back over the top. Here's Tennessee, 11 line. His reverse, gonna pass, rebote. Lamonte waits, forehand save on a knee. Tennessee 3-wall play, will score, point 1. One first up on the board here in this third game that'll bring to the court. White shirt to post 3, Juice. Juice, that 2-wall doesn't cut out. Rebote left side. Clips the sidewall there, sending Tennessee to the outside. Forehand. Gonna catch 3 walls. Juice diving again. Digs it out once more. There's Tennessee back on the outside. Winds up the costado there. A little wild. Sails wide of the court. Point 3. Here's post for the green shirt. For this matchup, we have Legend. Juice missed it just beyond the 12 line, point 4. Here's Legend on the board now with 1 point. Black shirt to post 5. There's Diaz. Legend brings it in on a quick bounce there, fires a sidearm forehand just beyond the 10 line. Gets by Diaz on the inside to score, point 4. In receive here, yellow shirt to post 6, El Barba. Point 4. Pink shirt to post 7, Fred. Fred's reverse there, hits the sidewall. Legend got it on the outside. There's Fred cutting it off. 9 line, his reverse back inside. Here's Legend. Fred there backed up beyond the 13, comes over the top with this forehand. Legend stops at the 9 line, got it. Reverse, taken on the forehand by Fred. Sidearm, comes back inside, Legend. It's the sidewall there. Sidearm forehand, narrowly keeps it under that overhead screen. There's Fred, going deep. Brought down by Fred. Point 4. And now rounding out the first round of play, purple shirt to post 8, Jedden. Legend on the outside. Serbote played back to the middle of the court. Here's Jedden. Forehand. Gonna catch 3 walls. Legend got it up and in. Hangs with it. That one scores, point 4. That would do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Legend now with 5 points. This gives him a possible game point. Here's Lamonte, post 2. Point end game. Green shirt to post 4. Legend. We'll have a playoff to determine second and third place here. Post 1, Tennessee serves. Post 3, Juice. Juice on the forehand. Karam not cutting out. Tennessee in the middle of the court. Juice sends Tennessee all the way back. Wait, hangs with it. That forehand a little too high. Caught a piece of that overhead screen. Good effort to track it down and get there, though. Juice post 3 is going to place. Tennessee comes in third. Unofficial order to finish there for game number 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, and 1. Official results coming up here in just a moment. folks are just waiting to make this result official here. Oh, it is official. How about that? 4-3-1. Is the official order finish there for that third game? Post 4, Legend with the win. Post 3. There's Juice coming in second. And post 1, Tennessee comes in third. 4-3-1, the official order of finish. So prices are up on your screen right now. Consolation there in the win pool. Nobody had Legend or Juice to win, so you got to go down there to Tennessee. Turns 480. The $2 Quinella there, 3-4 or 4-3. Wow. Given that unlikely combination, you can see why. 117 even off of $2 there. The Legend Juice Quinella. The $2 try there, 4-3-1. Top 3 finishers in the exact order, 316 even. Coming up next, we have game number 4, game 4. Guest in another spectacular 7 singles match. Will be playing back up to 7 points. All points doubling after all matchups. In the first round of play, you see the entries up on your screen right now. Standard wagering available in game 4. Plus, game 4 marks the start of that pick 3. Correctly pick the winners of games 4 through 6 to cash in on that pick 3. This is your last opportunity to play that wager before the start of this 4th game, and post time is coming up in just about 5 minutes. Just about 5 minutes till that 4th game.
Red runs up, saves it, reverse. That's an excellent 2-wall rebote thrown by Cool Fitness. Diaz with the catch. Another 2-wall scores for the win. Beautiful 2-wall thrown by Douglas to score.
What a finisher.
Rebote thrown by Ben. Carballo's there, winds up another one. Costado, 2-wall's gonna score. Scoop by Douglas. Costado by Douglas. 2-wall will score for the win.
Snatched up Carballo. Played outside. That one hits Ben. That one will hit.
Wow.
And score.
By Jet, stopped by Bragley. Bragley for the 3-wall play. Rebote's going to the outside. Jet's there. Returns a 2-wall to score.
Rebote out, nice save. Anderluck out of the air, fires this one high off the back wall again. Another Rebote save going to the ground with one hand. That one will score.
Soft 2-wall. Fitness read it, caught it, returned it. 3-wall play coming way out. Juice is there.
Wow!
Juice got a 2-wall rebote that scored.
Oh, man.
Wow. ideas. On the fly, he threw a 2-all rebote.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And folks, that was a collection of the top 10 2-walls from the 2019 season here last year at Magic City Jai-Alai. Now just 2 minutes away from the start of Game 4. Last chance to get those bets in for the Pick 3. Pick 3 correctly pick the winners of the next 3 games, 4, 5, and 6. If you get all those correct, be guaranteed to get some sort of payout depending on what's bet into it, what combination you have, but if you get all 3 out of 3, certainly get some paid out back. They're all part of the Pick 3. You have less than a minute to get those last minute ones in. An interesting start there for the Pick 3. Got Legend there picking up his 4th win of the week, so a lot of people have him. He's been playing particularly well. His 4th win in these earlier games with the likes of Jedden, Bueno, Tennessee, all in them, so perhaps surprising that Legend took that game number 3, but has been playing hot this week. See how many people had him in those combinations for the high 5. If you did, you're off to a good start. We got Game 4, the second leg. We'll see how you do here. We are ready to begin this 4th game, Game 4, another spectacular 7 singles match. We're going back up to 7 points, and all points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play. Here serving the red at post 1, we have Jedden. Receiving the blue at post 2, there's Ben. Jedden serve begins game number 4. Catch by Jedden at the 8 line, going deep with that reverse. Rebote comes out. Turned hard by Ben, going to get over his head. Hits in and scores. Point 2. 2 first up on the board here in this 4th game. That'll bring to the court. White shirt to post 3, Anderluck. Ben, Rebote. Anderluck. Fake the carom, goes back inside with it. Ben running along with it nicely. Lays it up there off the front wall. Here's Anderluck. Cortada scores. Point 3. And now green shirt to post 4. There's Juice. Point 3. 2 straight points now for Anderluck. Receive black shirt to post 5. Tennessee. Tennessee backed up beyond the 12 line. Forehand played to the top corner. Catch here from Anderluck. Stopped by Tennessee just beyond the 11 line. Keeps it inside. Anderluck lets it pass. Forehand Rebote laid up middle of the court. Tennessee now. 10 line. Hard forehand back to the inside. There's Anderluck. Caught it. 9 line. Anderluck got assessed on it. Not enough to make it to the front wall. Point 5. And now yellow shirt to post 6. We have Legend. Legend sidearm forehand. There's Tennessee. Gets it up there off the front wall. Legend charging in. Up at the 6 line. Rifles that reverse. Rebote out. Tennessee, hard reverse back to the inside. Stop by Legend. Plays it back here. Tennessee 8 line. Slight 2 wall. Clip the side wall, rather. And that's tipped. 0.5. Spinkshire to post 7. El Barba into receive. Reverse to the inside. Cut off by Tennessee. Going deep. Barba turned to slight 2 all. That's going to score. Missed by Tennessee on the outside there. 0.7. And in now rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt to post 8. Here's Bueno. Barber waits there at the 9 line. Caught the corner of that front wall. There's Bueno. Got it on the outside. Forehand back inside. Good pickup by El Barba. Beyond the 11 line. Reverse stays low. Back to the inside. There's Bueno. Bringing it down. Forehand over the top. There's El Barba. That reverse going to go to the outside. Bueno setting up. Overran it a little bit there. Missed the rebote. 0.7. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Returning, post 1, Jed. Serve missed by Jedden, 0.7. Here's Ben now. Hard reverse there. Played at the 10 line. Rebote's coming out. 2 all from El Barba, sending Ben to the outside. Sneaks under his cesta to score. 0.7, giving El Barba a possible game point. And to stop him here, post 4, Juice. Juice, it's that serve before crossing the side wall. Here's El Barba up at the 9 line. Keeps it outside. Juice, good catch low. Hard forehand. Scooped up beautifully by El Barba. Goes back inside. Juice with an amazing catch. Crashes into that side wall. Gets it off, and that will score for Juice. Keep this game alive. 0.4. Wow. Here's post 3, Anderluck. Anderluck just rips that forehand. Juice hangs with it, gets the rebote up off the front wall. Karam sails wide of the court, out of play, 0.4. Juice 4 points. Here's Legend, post 6. That's an overserve. Got to keep those serves between the 4 and 7 line. That one flew beyond the 7.6. Returning, here's post 5, Tennessee. Serve there by Legend. Here's Tennessee up at the 10 line. Rebote back to the inside. Here's Tennessee, 10 line. Again, this rebote comes out. Legend comes back for it. It's going to hit just wide. That is out of play, 0.5. Returning, here's post 8. Bueno. Tennessee digs it out there. 2 wall coming outside. Bueno. 3 wall play. Tennessee Oh, that is gonna score. 0.5. Wow. What a play by Tennessee to dig that out. That gives him possible game point here with 6 points. Here's post 1, Jedden to stop him. Tennessee missed the rebote, 0.1. Game will continue again here. Jedden now on the board. 2 points. Here's Ben returning post 2. Ben at the 11 line. Hard reverse. There's Jedden. Goes deep with his reverse. Ben overran it a little. Came back for it. Put a little too high into the overhead screen. Out of play. 0.1. Jedden now with 4 points, but post 7 El Barber returns with 6 points and a possible game point. Hard forehand stopped by Jedden at the 11 line. Plays this back inside. Here's El Barba. Rebote out. Jedden clips the sidewall there. Hops over El Barba Sesta to score. 0.1. It gives Jedden now 6 points and possible game point. And to stop him, here's post 3, Anderluck. Hard forehand from Anderluck. Jedden, good stop. Anderluck now over the top looking for a big bounce. Jedden brings it in on a hop. His forehand stays inside. 3-wall play. Missed by Anderluck. That is point and game. Red shirt of post 1, Jedden. Have a playoff now to determine second and third place. Post 5, that's Tennessee will serve El Barba. Post 7. Tennessee, forehand back inside. El Barba at the 10 line. To the corner of the front wall. Tennessee, hard reverse. Rebote left side. Backing up Tennessee. Missed it going back. Post 7. El Barba takes second. Tennessee comes in third. Unofficial order to finish for Game 4. 1-7-5. 1-7-5. Official results coming up in just a few moments. And results there for Game 4 are now official. Post 1, Jedden with the win. Post 7, El Barba taking second. And post 5, Tennessee coming in third. 1-7-5 is now official for that fourth game. Wait for those prices to roll across your screen any moment. And for Jedden, they're certainly taking advantage of these early games, taking 3 of 4. Won Game 1 perfect, took Game 2. And also that fourth game just now as those prices are up on your screen. Consolation, not a refund. Consolation in the Quinella pool there. 1-all. Well, no one had the 1-7 or 7-1 there. 1-7 would be the combo. So no one had 1-7. So you got to go 1-all, pays out 320. 1 with all numbers, 320. And then 7 with all numbers there. Missed the price. How about the $2 try? 175, 737.20. 737.20 on that $2 try. The trifecta top 3 finishers in the exact order. There are those Quinella consolations again. 1-all, 320, 7-all, 840. And that exacta there, $2. $2 exacta there, 1-7. The exact order, the top 2 finishers, 101 even. Coming up next, we have game number 5. Game 5, that one and only doubles game of this performance. One you're certainly not going to want to miss. Stay seated. It'll be spectacular 7 scoring for that doubles game. We'll be playing it back up to 7 points, and of course, all those points will double after all matchups there in the first round of play. You see those entries up on your screen right now. And post time for that 5th game coming your way in just about 7 minutes.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We were looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university. I said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field. If you're going to come into this sport, you got to be dedicated.
It's going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
We'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play!
And folks, that was a trailer on the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle, about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City just a couple of years ago. If you'd like to watch that for yourself, head over to MagicCityCasino.com under the highlight tab. It's the top selection there. It says Magic City Hustle. You click on that, or you type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. Either way you do it, it'll take you to the same main page where you can make a purchase of that film there for $5, and from there you can enjoy it as many times as you like, and certainly highly recommended if you're one of the people that join us here each day. If you've yet to watch it, certainly worth that $5 purchase. We are now 6 minutes away from the start of that 5th game. First 2 legs of that high 5, if you're playing along there, it was Post 4 Legend taking game 3, and then Post 1 Jedden coming in first there in that 4th game. So I certainly think that there are at least a couple combinations alive, if not many, with this game 5 doubles game coming up. Only doubles game in this program, as we said. It's not part of any doubles tournament here at Magic City, although these partners will stay together through the month of August. There's no bonus award at the end, or not tallying up the wins for any bonuses, just playing one doubles game per performance, slowly easing it back into that, and then we'll have doubles tournament number 2 starting up here in the next few weeks, so we'll be announcing those pairings very shortly. And on the weekend, these doubles games here, no one's found the win column more than one time. Wins spread out here. You got Bueno in Tennessee. They got 1 win. Lamonte and Douglas, winners of our first doubles tournament. One victory for them, and coming earlier in that first matinee, the team of Fred and Ikeda, which perhaps impacted that high five. First win for that team. And actually, place column, one place for the team of Jedden and Ben, one show. Juice and Ron have a place, one show. And Anderluck and El Barba, one place and one show. So there, no one has more than one of win, place, or show in these doubles game. Pretty spread out across the board. And two teams there. Surprising, that team of Diaz and Carballo. Carballo in particular usually pretty strong in these doubles games, although if you look at his singles stat line this week, you'll notice in his 12 appearances, he's got nothing on the board, so not sure. Perhaps just an off week for Carballo there, but looking for that team to get on the board here, certainly if you have them in fantasy as well, running out of opportunities in these doubles games. And also that duo of Legend and Kubala. They got the first win of doubles in about a month and a half here. They won the first game of last week and have yet to find the win column since then. And they've got nothing on the board here in their 3 appearances this week. No wins, places, or shows. And here, if you're playing along with fantasy, here's an interesting number. All the doubles teams, 6 of the 8 doubles teams have scored. All of them have 5 points. All the teams that have placed have also showed. That's 5 points, 3 plus 2. And then every team that has won hasn't gotten on the board any other way. So Jedden and Ben 5, Bueno and Tennessee 5, Fred and Ikeda 5, Juice and Ron with 5, Anderluck and El Barba. And then, of course, Lamonte and Douglas with their 1 win, they have 5 as well. So see if those 2 teams we mentioned, Legend and Kubala, and Diaz and Carballo can get back in the money here in this Game 5, coming up in just 3 minutes. And now Game 5, less than a minute away here. I'll remind you again here, you're wondering what exactly we're talking about with fantasy points and all that. You thought this was just highlight. Well, we have a fantasy component to go along with it. If you're new to the program here, you can sign up at fantasyhighlight.com. No reason not to, completely free to join, and you can potentially win cash prizes there. How it works, you have to build a lineup of 4 players. You get 3 singles players and 1 doubles pairing. You have a $21 budget. Each of the doubles teams and singles players have a different cost value. Got to stay within that $21 budget. And you get 5 points per win, 3 points per place, 2 points per show, and 1 point per quad finish that your player earns throughout the week. And then the contestant with the most fantasy points will get that cash prize, which for this week is up over $150 because we got over 150 active participants. And again, if we eclipse 200, which we're well on our way now, we have 170 this week. If we eclipse 200, Magic City has graciously said they would up it to $200 once more. So now we got game number 5. Definitely play that. FantasyHighlight.com if you haven't joined yet. We've got game 5 coming up. Only doubles game of this performance. You're not going to want to miss it. Ready to begin this fifth game. The red shirts post 1. You got Fred and Ikeda serving the blue shirts post 2, the team of Douglas and Lamonte. Fred's serve here begins this fifth game. Lamonte up in the front court. Got it. Hard forehand over the top. Ikeda brings it in at the 11 line. Douglas. Remote, that comes way out. Fred's there, setting up the 4 line, turns it back inside. Douglas reaching out, brings it in. That reverse. A little too hard, a little too high. Catches a piece of that overhead screen out of play. Point 1. And receive the white shirts post 3. We have the team of Anderluck and El Barba. Anderluck tried to pick the serve. Tipped it there, point 1. Here's the green shirts post 4. Team of Legend and Kubala. Legends got it the front court. The Dejada will score. Goes with the Dejada right off the bat. Working there. Point 4. 4 on the board now with 1 point. It's black shirts post 5. The team of Ron Ron and Juice.
Well, he was at a 1 though.
Kubala tells Legend to take it just into the top of the pad. Point 5. Here are the yellow shirts post 6. Want to win Tennessee. Juice. Runner back to the inside, gets by Tennessee first time around. Bueno was there for his backup, didn't need him. Tennessee gets it up there. Ron, hard forehand. Tennessee back at the 11. Nice catch low, just above the ground there. Here's Ron. Hard reverse. Another good catch by Tennessee, and that one a little too low into the top of the pad. Point 5. Here now to receive. Pink shirts, post 7. Team of Diaz and Carballo. Carballo rips that reverse to the inside. Tipped by Ron all the way in the backcourt. Point 7. And in now to receive here, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirts, post 8. Team of Ben and Jedden. Bedden and Jen. Ben plays that one outside. There's Diaz diving. Gets it up. Jed not a hot, brings it in. Carambola, not a lot of bounce there. Dies and scores on the second bounce, point 8. And that will do it now for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points through the end of the game. Returning here, the blue shirts post 2, Douglas and Lamonte. Douglas strong reverse once more. Ben calls for Jedden to take it. He does. Plays a 2-wall. Lamonte reaching out. Forehand. Gives the carom back. And that will score. Nicely done. Point 2. 2 now on the board. 2 points. Here's the white shirts of post 3. The team of Anderluck and El Barba. Anderluck thought about picking it again. This time let it go. El Barba Goes for the split placement. Lamonte missed it. Douglas got his backup. Hard forehand. Scores. Point 2. Returning the red shirts to post 1. Here's Fred Nikeda. Ikeda running in there, fires it at the 8 line. Douglas tipped it. Point 1. Returning the green shirts. There's Kubala and Legend, post 4. Catch by Ikeda. Goes deep with it. There's Kubala beyond the 12 line. Keeps this one inside. Point 4. Returning yellow shirts to post 6, Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks it, goes deep. Legend waiting for the rebote. Missed it, point 6. Black shirts to post 5 return. Here's Ron and Juice. Ron. Strong reverse. Cut off from Tennessee at the 10 line. Goes deep with that. Robote comes out. Forehand. Gets it up there off the front wall. Taking Tennessee back beyond the 11. Here's Ron now. Middle of the court. Left side. Runner. Scooped up nicely from Tennessee. Back in the middle of the court. Ron's got it left side again. That runner. Once more from Tennessee. This time at the 10 line is reverse. Gets away from him into the overhead screen. Out of play. Point 5. Five now with 4 points. Returning, Diaz and Carballo, post 7. Ron rifles that, picked off the sidewall from Carballo. On a hop, beyond the 13, Ron brings it in, goes high off the front wall. There's Carballo bringing it down. Slows it down. At forehand just above the pad. Ron calls for Juice to take it. He does. Doesn't hold it. Gets it up. Here's Diaz sliding in. Clips off the sidewall. There's Ron. Turning it with a lot of spin with split placement. Splits both post 7 players there. And scores for Black Shirts to post 5, giving them a possible game point here. Here's Ben Jedden to stop them. Ben missed the serve. That is point and game to the Black Shirts of post 5, Ron and Juice. We'll have a playoff for second and third. Post 2 will serve to post 1. It's an overserve. Flew beyond the 7 line. 1 will place. 2 takes third. Unofficial order of finish for that fifth game, 5-1-2. 5-1 and 2. Get the official results coming up in just a few moments. And results there for that doubles game now official. Post 5, Ron and Juice with the win. Post 1, Fred and Ikeda taking second. Post 2, Lamonte and Douglas coming in third. 5-1-2 is now official as we wait up for these prices coming up in just a few moments. The $2 Canela there, 1-5 or 5-1, 36.60. That Exacta again, 5-1, over $100. Didn't see exactly what it was there. The $2 try, 5-1-2. Top 3 finishers exact order, 379 even. And again, that Exacta 120.60 off of $2 there. So those Exactas certainly getting up there. Coming up next, we've got Game 6. Game 6 marks the start of our feature singles game to close out the performance. We got 4 of them. Game 6, 7, 8, and 9. We'll see the likes of new faces here for the first time. We got Douglas, Ikeda, Kubawa, Carballo, and Ron all coming out. Their first singles appearances of the day, and those 5 in particular will close out the last 4. You see Jedden, you see Bueno, and you're going to get Ben in there as well in these later games. And post time for Game 6 coming our way now in just about 5 minutes. See here, Game 6 also closes out that pick 3s. You saw those will pays. Let those flash across your screen one more time here. See what potentially could be given out. You got 2 of those numbers there, up over $1,000 there, but have to imagine those are $1 tickets, but nice payouts if you got the 5. That would be Jedden there, the 7. About Carballo, certainly struggling this week. Another poor performance in that doubles game. It's more of a singles guy. See who gets back on track here in this 6th game. And to get you up to the start of Game 6, for those new fans that may have missed this explanation video here at the top of the program, here it is again to explain in simpler terms how Jai-Alai is played.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And that 6th game now just 3 minutes away. And we'll see here after Game 6 if anyone is still alive for that high 5 jackpot, which is Not sure exactly what was bet into it today, but right around $5,000, maybe a little under, maybe a little more, depending on what exactly it finished at. But certainly one of the highest jackpots we've seen here in these past few weeks. So taking a look at how these feature singles players have done on the week, and tough to use the word struggling for Douglas here. You look at his stat line, you see 2 wins, 4 places in 2 shows and 12 singles appearances, and you'd say, well, it's not particularly bad, but if you've been with us, you understand how dominant really he's been. 3 weeks previous, Douglas 14 wins, 18 wins, and 13 wins respectively in weeks 13, 14, and 15. So not quite on that same pace that he was on in those weeks, but still 2 wins, coming in second a lot. 2 shows for him, 26 fantasy points if you had him, but at $11 you're going to need him. Certainly find the win column much more than he has been doing it thus far here in week 16. And namely because the guy Ron there, number 12, 7 wins for him, 1 place in 2 shows. I mean, usually Douglas, too. Usually a lot of wins, not too many places in shows. This week, it's Ron there with his 7 wins, only 1 place, 2 shows, 1 quad finish as well there for Ron. He's been in the money in 10 of his 12 appearances, and one of those times, I guess quad doesn't technically count as... don't think it technically counts as an in-the-money finish there, so including that quad, it would be 11 for 12 on the board for Ron. So this shows you how well he's been playing this week, and he's cut into Douglas's lead atop those championship singles standings. It was at 16 to begin the week. It is now down to just 11. So we'll see if Ron picked up 3 wins in this first performance. Can continue to cut into that lead, but got to venture to guess here at some point. When Douglas has these performances, usually just puts his foot on the gas and collects a couple wins pretty quickly here in dominant fashion, so we'll see if he can do just that beginning in this 6th game. You got Bueno with 4 wins as well, Jedden with 5 wins, most of those coming in those earlier games, but still both those guys doing particularly well this week. Kubala, only 1 top 2 finish. Carballo, we said nothing on the board for him in his singles games. You got Ben here, 1 win, 2 shows. So we'll see who can add to their stat line here in week number 16. We got game 6 coming up. First of 4 feature singles games to close it out for you.
All right, let's begin.
We're ready to begin now. Game number 6. Game 6, another spectacular 7 singles match, going up to 7 points. All points doubling after all matchups in the first round of play. To begin, serving in the red of post 1, here's Anderluck. Receiving the blue of post 2, there's Douglas. Anderluck's serve begins game number 6. With a Magic City bounce, Anderluck running with it. Turns it just above the pad. Douglas sneaks in there. 9-line, delivers the reverse. Robote forehand. Played back inside. Douglas sprinting, gets it up. It's going to hit outside. Helmet stays on. There's Anderluck. Cortada. Stop before it crossed that side wall. Here's Douglas. His reverse back inside. Anderluck at the 8-line. Robote, that one hooked. Forehand Robote, 0.1. One first up on the board here in this 6th game. Bringing to the court, white shirt to post 3. Here's Bueno. That's an overserve. Flew beyond the 7-line, 0.3. Comes green shirt to post 4. Ikeda. Bueno up at the 9 line. Rebote forehand from Ikeda. Passes Bueno. Stops at the 8 line. Turns a 2-wall. That scores beautifully. Point 3. And receive. Here's the black shirt to post 5. Jedden. Bueno on the outside, hangs with it. That rebote 2-wall even better than the one before. Excellent shot, point 3. Here's the yellow shirt to post 6, Kubala. Rebote just does come out. Bueno digs it out. Kubala went in. First step. Went back, makes the catch. Here's Bueno. Going back for it. He's got it just beyond the 12 line. Coming over to the top. Kubala brings it in. That forehand stays inside with it. Here's Bueno now on a hop, bringing it down. Waits with it. Rebote. Back to the inside. Bueno stops. Fires there at the 11 again. Kubala over his head. Makes a nice catch. Going deep. This one's going to pass. Bueno setting up for the rebote, turned it back inside. Stopped by Kubala. He's got it back to the inside. Bueno up at the 8. Catch off the sidewall again. Another great catch from Bueno over the top. Rebote left side. Kubala plays it out to the middle of the court. Here's Bueno now. Corner in the front wall. Stop again. Just stabbed at it. Stays in his cesta. Fires the reverse deep. Rebote forehand. That one right along the sidewall. Good placement from Kubala will score. What a great point played between these two. Point 6. And now picture to post 7. Here's Carballo. Rebote left side. Kubala lays it up. Carballo anticipating the big bounce, cutting it off. Plays the forehand back. Kubala going back. One-handed scoop from Carballo. Kubala was on the move early. He is not going to get there. A great point. Back-to-back great points. One goes to Carballo there. Point 7. Carballo anticipated it, rifled that rebote back inside a little too hard. Ron gets it up, brings it down on a hop. Scores on the second bounce. Point 7. And that will do it now for the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points. Through the end of the game. Returning, here's post 2, Douglas. Powerful forehand from Douglas. Carballo up at the 5 line, plays it back to the inside. Keeps it outside. Carballo's there. Goes for the carom. That scores. Point 7. Returning post 1, Anderluck. Carballo's got it low. Forehand stays inside. It's going to hit him. That point's going to go to the 1. 3 points now for Anderluck. Here's post 4. Ikeda. Ikeda reaching up, makes a catch. 11 line, comes back over the top with his forehand. It's by Anderluck first time around. Hooked the rebote there, point 4. Ikeda on the board now, 2 points. Returning, here's Jedden.
That shit, man. I feel like
to buy Ikeda there, point 5. Jedden on the board with 2 points. Returning, here's Bueno, post 3. Rebote, Jedden rifles it right along the sidewall. Bueno, foot on the wall, makes the catch. Reverse plate at the 10 line. Rebote out. Rebote 2-wall takes Bueno to the outside. His forehand, back inside, scores. Point 3. Bueno now possible game point. With 5 points in to stop him, here's Kubala, post 6. Rebote, forehand, back inside. Kubala stops, gets that one up off the front wall. Bueno backpedaling, stops beyond the 11 line, comes back over the top with his forehand. Again, that one stays inside. Here's Bueno going deep. One into the pad. That is point and game. White shirt of post 3. Bueno, no playoff here, 7 places and 1 shows. Unofficial order of finish for game number 6, 3-1, set 3-7-1, 3-7 and 1. Get those official results coming up momentarily. And results there of Game 6, now official. Post 3, that's Bueno with the win. Post 7, Carballo taking second. Post 1, Anderluck coming in third. 3-7-1. Now official for that 6th game. As you see the $2 pick 3, 1-5-3. The combination, 3 of 3 numbers returns 70880. $1 Quinella there, $1, 3-7. 108 even. I'm not sure how much was in the pool there, but off of $1. 3-7. No Douglas, no Ron in that Quinella. Makes sense why it's up to the $2 try. It was up over 650 there. The combination 3-7-1, 654.40. And coming up next, that all-important 7th game. Game 7, another spectacular 7 singles match. Going back up to 7, of course, playing, well, all those points will double after all matchups in the first round of play. Game 7 closes out that high 5. Moment of truth here. We'll see in a moment if anybody has that jackpot ticket, jackpot winning ticket still alive. And post time for that 7th game is coming to our way now in just about 6 minutes.
I love Jai-Alai. I think Jai-Alai is a beautiful game. My favorite part of playing Jai-Alai would be that I get to compete. I get to come into a facility with other competitors that are trying their hardest. I get to come out here and try my hardest. Win or lose, you feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day after coming in and giving it your all. My 2020 goal is when you open up the program, it should say Chris Bueno, win percentage 150 or better, and in the money percentage 400 or better. I'm gonna finish every game that I get possible game point.
And that was Bueno there, picking up his 5th win of the week, number 53 overall for him on the season. He keeps opening up that lead that he has. He's in 3rd place in those championship singles standings. Tennessee at 46. Bueno now at 53, opened it up to 7 games. Again, just behind Tennessee there. You got Ikeda 5 wins behind at 41. Carballo and Ben tied in 6th place at 40 wins. Kubawa in a solo 8th at 39. You got Barba 9th place at 37 wins. And then Jed, nice week for him, rounding out the top 10 with 36 singles victories. And now with 4 minutes to game number 7, those will pays were flashing there and saw some big numbers up on the board. Looks like you got the 6, you got the 8. You are still alive for that high 5. The 6 and the 8. Going to take a shot in the dark here again against Douglas and Ron. Taking a look here. Douglas post 6. The yellow shirt, Ron post 8. The purple shirt here. It's always those two guys that seem to make the high 5 go. Another opportunity here. 47-69-20. 47-69-20 there would go to one lucky winner. And again, with that high 5, you got to be the only winner, and you got to get all 5 numbers right. So 2 potential numbers could get that jackpot. 47-69-20. So we talked about those high 5 stats on the season coming into this week. There's a lot of good information on sayhili.com, sayhili.com there. Post here, Magic City High 5 jackpot payout stats to date here. 2020 season there, coming into this week, 86 total occurrences. The high 5 was offered. 27 single winners there. Win rate of over 30% there. So we were saying 25%. That was lowballing it even. Over 30% that high 5 had been hit at. Probably just back under 30% now, given the fact that it's not been hit in 3 straight performances, but still the most generous jackpot wager in all of parimutuel wagering out there. Don't know of anything that's hitting even close to that. We've done the math here numerous times. Over 32,000 to 1 to hit a pick 5. And it's going at over 30%. About 3 out of 10. And then how about this? Since the inception of that high 5, since it was brought here to Magic City, there's 61 jackpot winners in 218 occurrences. That's an overall win rate coming into this week of 28%. So that's overall in 218 occurrences. That's not... that's a pretty substantial amount there. 28% that win rate coming into the week. A little less now, but still substantial numbers in that high 5. If you want to check it out again, that is sayhili.com, sayhili.com. And we've given you these numbers here a couple of times, but this jackpot would be a top 10 all-time jackpot. Actually, it would be just outside of the top 10 there. You've got a lot at around 5,000. So inside the top 15 there for sure, but a lot of money going out potentially to 2 winners, and it could carry over and make it even bigger for tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Good luck. We've got Game 7 coming up. Game 7 will be another spectacular 7 singles match. Playing up to 7 points, all points doubling after all matchups in the first round here. You got Carballo in the red of post 1, serving Ben, blue shirt of post 2. Point 1. 1 first up on the board here in this 7th game. That'll bring to the court. White shirt of post 3. Here's Ikeda. Ikeda charging in. Carballo's got that one low at the 9 line. Ikeda goes deep. Rebote coming out. Carballo on the forehand. Gets it up. Ikeda now. 9 line back inside. Letting it pass. Rebote forehand again. Carballo gets out of the way. Ikeda goes outside with it. Carballo. Carom. That scores. Point 1. Here's post 4, Kubala. Carballo scooped it up in the front court. Hortada scores, point 1. Great play from Carballo here to start off this 7th game, giving him 3 points. Here's the black shirt of post 5. We have Bueno. Bueno at the 10 line. Sidearm forehand. Middle of the court. Here's Carballo. Carom again. That one not cutting out. Bueno takes it on the forehand. Back to Carballo's right side. This one going to the inside. Here's Bueno. Good pickup. Plays this one deep. Up at the 7 line. There's Carballo. Turns the rebote. Took his eye off it. Missed it in the middle of the court there. Point 1. Here's the yellow shirt of post 6, Douglas. It's an underserve. That one came up short of the 4 line. Point 6. Here's the pink shirt of post 7, Jedden. Douglas reaching out, got it on the left side. Powers that reverse. Rebote shooting out. Jedden into the overhead screen. Out of play, point 6. And in to receive now, rounding out the first round of play. Purple shirt of post 8. Here's Ron Ron. Bote out. Douglas gets it up. High bouncer. Ron Ron brings it in. Keeps this one inside. Douglas stopped it. 9 line is reverse. Cut off. Douglas lets it pass. Rebote shooting out. Left side. That's a 2-wall with a lot of spin. Great shot from Douglas there. Scores point 6. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups now worth 2 points to the end of the game. Here's Ben, post 2. Another great catch by Douglas, reaching out on the left side. Here's Ben on the forehand. Goes for the carom. Douglas stops it. Returns a forehand there. Ben brings it back. Rebote. Left side from Douglas at the 9 line. Softly back to the inside. Ben hanging with it. Fires that reverse. Here's Ben again. Nice pickup on the left side. Powers that once more. What a save by Douglas. That one was barely off the ground. Powers this reverse. Robote going deep. That's a 2-wall. Ben's got the speed to get there. He does. Powers it. That scores. Great point played by these two. Point 2. Ben now serves post 3. Ikeda. Ben gets it up off the front wall there. Ikeda in the middle of the court. 10 line. Forehand scores, point 3. Kate on the board now, 2 points. Here's Kubala. Robote out. Ikeda back to the inside. In and out of the cested goes. Point 3. Here's the black shirt to post 5 returning. We have Bueno. Punter there missed it off the serve. Point 3, giving Ikeda a possible game point with 6 points. Here's Carballo, post 1, in to stop him. Robote out, 40 Ikeda there up at the 7 line. Lays it up off the front wall. Carballo charging in. Hard forehand. Ikeda goes back with it. That a little too high into the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point 1. Carballo now with 6 points. That gives him a possible game point. In to stop him, here's Jedden. Post 7. Carballo. Sidearm forehand. Stop by Jedden. The 9 line, nice reverse. Passes Carballo on the outside, diving to the ground. Got a lot of power on it. Jedden just narrowly clears that overhead screen. Carballo back to the middle of the court with that reverse. Jedden backpedaling. Turns to Robote. Outside. Scoop attempt missed. Continue again here. Point 7. Here's post 8. Ron. Jedden backpedaling. That one into the top of the pad, point 8. Returning here's post 6, Douglas with 3 points. Powerful. Backhand again. Here's Douglas now. Left side. Robote's coming out. All the way up at the 7 line. Ron. Clears the overhead screen. Douglas on the move. Gets it up. Here's Ron. Costado to the inside. Scores. Point 8. Here's post 2. Ben. Ben, good pickup off the serve. Sidearm forehand. Ron got it low. Gets by him first time around. Ben digs it out. That will hit. Ron on the outside. Hard forehand. Gets by Ben. Not going to be able to die for that one. Great effort by Ben, though. Point goes to the 8, giving Ron a possible game point. Here's Kubala, post 4. Bote forehand from Kubala. Ron brings it in over the top. Ball hangs with it. Turns to Rebote. Ron up in the front court. Winds it up. Costado again is going to get Kubala this time for the win. Point in game. Purple shirt of post 8. Ron. We'll have a playoff now for place and show point. Post 3 will serve to post 1. Pig reverse from Carballo. Ikeda powers it back inside. Rebote escaped. 1 places. 3 comes in third. Unofficial order finish for Game 7. 8-1-3. 8-1 and 3. We'll get the official results here in just a moment. And results there for Game 7 now official. Post 8, Ron with the win. Post 1, Carballo taking second. Post 3, Ikeda comes in third. 8-1-3 is official. And that high 5 is gone. A couple opportunities there to have it carry over. Ben played a ridiculous point. One of the best points he's played all season against Douglas. Takes him out. Douglas goes back to the bench, and then Ron comes back, runs it out, and has the high 5 go there. So couple of game points, not meant to be. One lucky person taking home just over $4,700 in that high 5. Congratulations. There are those prices there. 813, the $2 Quinella there, 18 or 81, 25.20. Wait for that second screen's that all-important screen here, folks. Wait for it to flip over. There it is. The trifecta, $2 try, 813, 292 even. And that high 5 was hit, 41538. 41538. 5 of 5 numbers returns 4769.20. Congratulations to that one lucky winner. Of course, that jackpot will reset at 2,000, guaranteed at 2,000 in every performance, when we'll be back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. 2 more to close out this performance, though. We got games 8 and 9. Game 8, final spectacular 7 singles match of this performance here. Be playing up to 7 points. Points doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play here. Game 8 closes out that Mighty Ocho. If you played it, you'll take a look at those will pays here in just a moment, and post time is about 6 minutes away.
Catch by Bueno. Carom by Bueno. Caught by Elbarba. Rebote left side. Lamonte makes the catch. Returns a Carom that's gonna score.
tight to the inside. Robote comes out. Diaz sends that just under the overhead screen. High bouncer comes Dossier just in front of the 11 line. That's a long carom. That one will score.
Reversed by Bueno. Kubala from the 7 line throws a 2-all that is stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno's carom. That's going to score. Carballo takes it in the air, throws a carom back to the outside, and that scores. What a shot. Douglas on the right side. Sidearm carom opens up beautifully. Placement of the forehand Robote. Bueno's on it. Rifling a carom to score. One of the best points of this season. Bragley from the 10 line. Over the top to the inside. Kubala's there. Carom by Kubala's going to score. Catch on the forehand of Vanderluck. What a carom. That wow. There's the reverse. Caught by Ron. 2-all by Ron. Caught by Douglas. Carom by Douglas. Wow.
And folks, that was a collection. The top 10 caroms from last season here at Magic City. Is Game 8 is now just 2 minutes away. Like that 1 minute. Been noticing those trifecta pools getting up there throughout the performance here, up over nearly 1,600 in this 8th game. It was good to see those pools getting up there. And in that 7th game for Ron made the high five go. 8th win of the week for Ron. Inching closer to Douglas there. 10-game lead over first place now for Douglas. He's significantly cut into that. Thought it was going to be a runaway. I mean, it was Douglas the last 3 weeks that had just dominated the win column, and here's Ron coming out, clearly showing that he is not out of it. In week 16, 8 wins. So he said here, including his 4th place finish, he's been in the money in all but 2 of his appearances here today. So not counting that quad finish, it would be 3, but has been playing in 14 games this week, coming in the money. Pretty significant amount of them. That's very well done as we got Game 8. See if he can add to his total here. You got Douglas playing on the post 1, though. Game 8 will be another spectacular 7 singles match. We're going back up to 7 for the final time in this performance. All points still doubling after all those matchups in the first round here. We got Douglas, post 1, serving to Ben, receiving the blue, post 2. Game 8 underway there with Douglas's serve. Ben, nice reverse. Rote's not coming out, point 2. 2 first up on the board here in this 8th game that'll bring them to court. The white shirt to post 3, Carballo. Carballo back inside. Ben As Ben lost control of that backhand there, catches the overhead screen, out of play, point 3. 3 on the board now. That's Carballo getting his first points of this 8th game, and receive green shirt at post 4, Ikeda. That's an underserve. Came up short of the 4 line, point 4. Here's the black shirt at post 5. We have Kubala. Bote forehand from Ikeda. Kubala hangs in there, turns it, scooped up. 4 line, sidearm Karam, scores, point 4. Here's post 6, Ron. Gated forehand rebote. There's Ron going up the wall. Costado outside placement. Beautiful. Point 6. Here's post 7 and receive. Bueno. Ron pulls it off the sidewall, goes deep with the reverse. Rebote way out. Bueno tried to turn it, missed it. Point 6. Here's post 8. Rounding out the first round of play, we have Anderluck. Hard sidearm forehand from Anderluck. Ron sets up, turns the rebote back inside. Lays it up there off the front wall. Here's Ron back middle of the court. Hard forehand. Stopped by Anderluck at the 10 line. Tries to pass Ron, leaping, makes the catch. Goes deep. Bote coming way out. No play to be made on it. Point 6. And that will do it now for the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points at the end of the game. Here's post 1, Douglas returning. Douglas rifling that reverse. Ron turns it. Top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. Point 1. Returning for this matchup, blue shirt to post 2, Ben. Bote left side, turned hard by Douglas. There's Ben running under it. Hard forehand, scores, point 2. Turning here's post 3, Carballo. Forehander Bote, Ben gets it up. Carballo up at the 5 line. Almost hit himself again. Got out of the way to score, point 3. Here's post 5, Kubala. Into the Chula. Scores there, point 5. 2 points now for Kubala. He's on the board in this 8th game. Here's post 4 returning Ikeda. Kubala reaching up. He's got it on the forehand. Back to the inside. Ikeda over the top. His forehand. Kubala brings it in. Just beyond the 8 line. Looking for a big bounce. Ikeda goes up the wall. Makes the catch. Back to the inside. Gets enough on it. That will hit. Sidearm forehand again. Scores again. Point 4. Here's post 7 in for this matchup. The pink shirt, 1-0. Robote back inside from Ikeda. There's Bueno. 10 line. Cutting it off up at the 7. This one passing. Bueno stops at the 7 line. Turns it from the forehand side. Here's Ikeda going deep again. Robote not enough to get to the front wall there. Into the pad. Point 4. 6 points now gives Ikeda a possible game point. And to stop him, purple shirt of post 8, Anderluck. Ikeda turns that forehand Robote hard. Anderluck, good catch over his head. Goes back inside. In and out of the cesta it goes. Game will continue here. Point 8. Anderluck on the board. 2 points. Returning, here's Ron, post 6. Anderluck. Dejada Robote scores. Very much intentional. Point 8. Here again, post 1. We have Douglas. Point 1. Douglas now 4 points. Returning, here's post 2, Ben.
Fuck.
Runner back inside. There's Douglas. The 9 line going deep. Hard reverse. Robote's coming out. There's Ben. Got assessed on it. Setting Douglas to the outside. Powerful forehand. That scores. Point 1. Gives Douglas here a possible game point. 6 points. Here's Carballo. Post 3. Reverse 2 wall, clips the side wall, and scores. Point 3. Gives Carballo now a possible game point. You to stop him. Here's Kubala. Robote forehand. There's Kubala up at the 9 line, cutting it off. Carballo missed it. Point 5. Kubala now 4 points. Here's post 7 again. Bueno. Good serve from Kubala there, crossing the side wall beyond the 11 line. Scores here. Game's locked. Someone's got to win it now. Game cannot go on any further. The winner of this point will win the game and take on post one. The loser will take on post one for place and show. Here's Kubala serving to Ikeda for the game. Bote forehand. Ikeda right along that sidewall, keeps it to the inside. One-handed effort, missed there. That is point and game. Green shirt to post for Ikeda. Playoff now for second and third. Douglas, post one, will serve to Kubala. This is for second and third place. Douglas turned that one off the court. 5 places, 1 shows. Unofficial order finish for game number 8, 4-5-1, 4-5 and 1. Official results coming up in just a moment. And results of Game 8 now official. Post 4, Ikeda with the win. Post 5, Kubala taking second. Post 1, Douglas coming in third. 4-5-1, the official order finish for that 8th game. We'll see these prices coming up here in just a moment. And there are your prices for Game 8. The $1 Canal there, 4-5. $1 returns $106.50. $1 exacta, 4-5, $82.50. The try, 4-5-1, $579.80. And we'll see that Ocho payoff again here. The combo 714-153-84. 714-153-84. 5 of 8 numbers returns $4.20. Carryover of $17.25.60. Consolation in the win pool. Consolation place pool. No one had. Well, I'll start with the win here. No one had 4 or 5 to win. Just got to go down to Douglas there. And no one had 4 or 5 to place. Go down to Douglas there again. Consolation in the win and place pools. Coming up next, folks, we got the finale here in this Friday performances. Game 18 of 18. That Superfecta 9-point singles match to close it out here. We'll be going up to 9 points, not 7, and all points will still double after all those matchups in the first round of play. You see the post positions on your screen now. Entries for that 9th game. And post time coming up in just about 6 minutes. And this is that Superfecta 9-point singles match, slightly different from what you've been seeing in those spectacular 7 games. And here's the video that will explain those subtle differences for you. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those two players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
Now just 4 minutes away from the start of game number 9. And game number 9 here closes out this a whole Friday of highlight action for you. We had 8 games starting at 12 noon, 8 more games at 4 p.m. Be back here, 2 more performances tomorrow. And making his long-awaited return to the booth, yes, Mr. Stu Nyman will be back in-house here, just confirmed. We got 2 men on the booth on the call here tomorrow, so we'll be excited to have Stu back. As I'm sure a lot of highlight fans as well. Always a lot of fun with Stu here. Get a couple good stories, and of course you get that highlight action as well. Good to have Stu back. Although it has been a pleasure bringing you this action here. A lot of fun doing the play-by-play, and hope you guys have enjoyed the action today. We'll update those fantasy highlight scores for you after this performance, as per usual. And we're starting to say we'll be back here tomorrow. First performance starts at 4 p.m. tomorrow, and then evening highlight. The words of Stu, when highlight should be played. That's a new mantra for that evening program. 8 p.m. start, so we got 4 and 8 performances tomorrow. 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. performances. 2 9-game performances, same as these ones you've seen here. 1 doubles game per. And as we said there, back to full health even in the announcer's booth. Game 9 just 2 minutes away. Only opportunity to play that Superfecta wager. Superfecta. Similar to that trifecta, except you got to get the top 4 finishers, not 3, top 4 finishers in the exact order. And there's a 10-cent option to play that Superfecta as well to play a couple more combinations there. And that wager only available before the start of this 9th game with 2 more minutes. Your last opportunity to get those in as well. And a note they're coming in that 8th game, Ikeda with the win. Only his first win of the week here. 2 places and 2 shows for him, but first W. Last week, week 15, only 1 win for him. So certainly been struggling these past 2 weeks. Hope that win helps Ikeda regain some focus and play some good highlight here throughout the remaining performances this week. I see up over 700 in that Superfecta pool. That's certainly getting up there. We are ready to begin game number 9 here, the finale. And now will be that Superfecta 9-point singles match. We'll be going up to 9 points as opposed to 7 all points, still doubling after all those matchups in the first round of play here. Serving the red of post 1, we have Ron, and receiving the blue of post 2, Carballo. Ron serve there, begins game at number 9. Winds up the 2-wall, into the top of the pad, point 2. Carballo first up on the board here in this 9th game. Here we have the white shirt of post 3, Kubala. In and out of the cesta it goes, off the serve, point 2. And we have the green shirt of post 4, Ikeda, in for this matchup. That one, an overserve, flew beyond the 7 line there, 0.4. Ikeda on the board now, 1 point. Here's the black shirt at post 5. We have Anderluck. Ikeda at the 8 line. Reverse going deep. Rebote forehand. No look. Anderluck flicks it up there. That's going to hit. Ikeda on a hop. It's up at the 4. That Karam off flirting with that inline there, but just going to stay in 0.4. 2 points for Ikeda now, and to receive yellow shirt to post 6. Here's Ben. Point 4. Here comes the pink shirt to post 7. Douglas. Ikeda goes back for it. Not going to get there. 0.7. And now rounding out the first round of play, here's the purple shirt to post 8, Bueno. Douglas now over the top, powers that forehand. There's Bueno, the 11. Stops it, returns the forehand back. Douglas waiting. High off the front wall with that rebote save. Here's Bueno, winds up Costado 2-wall. Douglas going to get there on the outside. Karam from the outside going to bounce twice and score. 0.7. And that will do it for the first round of play. All matchups were 2 points to the end of the game. Remember this one going up to 9 points. Returning, here's post 1, Ron. Ron sets up at the 8 line. Douglas turns a rebote 2-wall. Good adjustment there at the last second to execute that shot. 0.7, giving him 4 points. Here's post 3, Kubala. Caught the overhead screen. That's out of play. 0.7. 7 with 6 points. Here's post 2, Carballo. Douglas scores on that reverse there. Carballo tipped it, 0.7, giving him a possible game point now with 8 points. Here's post 5, Anderluck. Look over the top, back inside. Douglas. Forehand to pass. Anderluck setting up there, turns a rebote at the 9 line. Douglas cutting it off at the 11. Sidearm forehand played back. Rebote left side, Anderluck. Right along the sidewall, Douglas pulls it off. Goes deep with that reverse. Anderluck digging it out, gets assessed on it. Slow bouncer, comes out to the 8 line. Douglas going to pass again. This time charging on a hop. Once more, sidearm. Anderluck on a knee. Gets it up. Anderluck gets it up. Kisses the front glass to keep this game going. Just narrowly gets it up there. 0.5. Anderluck now on the board with 2 points. Here's post 6, Ben. Anderluck, high scoop. 8 line, goes for the carom. Not cutting out, there's Ben. Big forehand, stopped by Anderluck in the middle of the court. Keeps it outside. Ben read it. Anderluck's got that low in the middle of the court. He's at the 10 line. Fires it back inside. Ben with another good pickup. Robote left side. Caught off from Ben. Up at the 9. Carom. That one not cutting out. Anderluck there on the outside. Over the top, back inside. Ben with a nice catch again. This one into the overhead screen. Great point played by these two. Point 6. Returning, here's post 4, Ikeda. That's an overserve. Point 4. Point now. The 8 line. Turned by Ikeda back inside. That scores, point 4. Gives Ikeda now a possible game point with 7 points. Here's post 1, Ron. Ikeda back inside. Ron waiting. 1, not going to get there. That is point and game. Green shirt to post 4, Ikeda. Have a 3-way playoff now to determine 3rd and 4th place. To begin, post 2 will serve to post 5.
We just carpool all the time.
This is a playoff for 3rd and 4th place, show and quad points. Carballo post 2 serves Anderluck. Post 5 to begin. That's an overserve, point 5. Possible show point now for Anderluck. Here's post 6, Ben. Anderluck goes outside. A little too far outside there. We're going to keep him there. 6 will serve to 5. Carballo, you're out of this playoff here. 6 will serve to 5. The winner of this one will show. Loser takes quad. Costado 2-wall. 2-wall. Scores. 5 shows. 6 takes the quad. Unofficial order of finish for game number 9. 4, 7, 5, 6. 4, 7, 5, and 6. Official results coming up here in just a moment. And results there of the finale, game number 9, are now official. Post 4, Ikeda with the win. Back-to-back wins for him to close it out. Taking 2nd, post 7, Douglas coming in 3rd. Post 5, Anderluck taking the quad. Post 6, Ben. 4, 7, 5, 6. Now official for game number 9 as we wait for these prices here to roll up on your screen. Look at those prices there. $2 try, 475, 780.20. Great payout on that trifecta to close it out. $2 Canelo there, 4-7, 7-4, 29.80. And how about that 10-cent super? Wow. Look at that payout in the superfecta pool. 10 cents, 4.756 off of 10 cents, returns 663.52. My goodness. Well, that's a heck of a way to close out the performance if you had that combination. Wow. Still speechless seeing that. Wow, 10 cents. Yeah, it's got to be might take all that pool there. 663.52. Wow. Off a 10-cent wager. It's great. 4.756 was that combination. And on that note, folks, a couple big payouts here in this performance. Wow, that superfecta, 663.52 off of 10 cents. We had that high five was hit for just under 5,000. It was about 4,700. And we'll see if we can do a little more of the same. We'll be back here tomorrow. As we said here, 2 performances tomorrow. First one begins 4 p.m. Second one is that evening highlight starting at 8 p.m. So on that note, folks, that will do it for this Friday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City and on the Highlight Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon, and we invite you to join us again. We'll be back here for 9 more action-packed games tomorrow at 4 p.m. We sure hope you enjoyed today's highlight action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Highlight Channel on YouTube and let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the comments section. Of course, on behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Highlight, we thank you for joining us today, and we hope you'll join us again at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Highlight. Have a good night, everyone.